Max earlier, it really does mean the world that we were able to share this, such an incredible experience with each and every one of you. We have love for each and every one of you in here, and you've had a role in each of our lives, or both, and that's led us to here today. So we appreciate everything you've done for us, and we appreciate you coming today. I'd like to share a special appreciation for our parents and our grandparents. Without you, in a literal sense, we wouldn't be here. Some things had to happen.
Teddy, behold!
I'll leave it there. But more important to me and to Brittany is the role models that you were, and that you really showed us what true love is and what it is for each other. And I apologize if I get these numbers mixed up, but Brittany's grandparents, Donna and Stanley, have been married for 56 years. Brittany's parents have been married for 27 years. My grandma and grandpa, Bill and Jocelyn, have been married for 56 years. My grandpa have been married for 60 years. We really appreciate you setting a perfect example for the lives and the love that we'll share with each other. I want to share a special thanks to my siblings, Mara, Brittany, Will, Austin, Allie, Lizzie, and Eleanor. 8 was the perfect number for our family. We thought 4 was because it was even, 2 girls and 2 boys. We thought 6 was because it was like the Brady Bunch, and it was still even. But 8 was truly the perfect number. And with having more sisters than brothers, it really brought me close with you, Will and Austin. That was an incredible speech. And I started to admit it was all true, but I love you guys, and I love you girls. You're so beautiful tonight. And I'm so happy that you are all able to be included in this wedding. I want to share another thanks to my new siblings, Chad, Brandon, and Katie. I love you too. You guys have been so welcoming. Your family is so wonderful. You guys are so much fun. You've been a blast to be around, and I cannot wait for the memories to come. So thank you so much for welcoming me into your family. And I'm so excited to call you brothers and sisters now. God has sincerely blessed us with the families that raised us, families that came before us, and now the family that we're going to begin together. I think a lot of you know that Brittany and I met in Mexico on a spring break vacation in high school. I'd like to share a story with you that I will never forget that I experienced with Brittany in Mexico. We met on the second day, actually, when we were there. And at the end of the day, I walked her to her room. And at that point, I wanted to spend the entire rest of my vacation with this girl. And on the vacation, I wanted to get something for each and every one of my siblings, just as a souvenir. And one thing that I wanted to get for my 3 little sisters, Allie, Lizzie, and Eleanor, was seashells. So I asked Brittany that night, tomorrow would you go on a walk with me to collect seashells for my little sisters? Hoping that I'd melt her heart, she would say yes. I'd still see more time with this girl. And she did, she said yes. And so that next day we went on a walk on the beach. And we instantly told each other everything. We told each other about our families, about our past, about our feelings and our morals. And we really just opened up to each other. And I had never experienced something like that with anybody. And it was the greatest moment that I had ever experienced with one other person in this world. And I remember walking down the beach, and we were continually walking farther and farther and farther away from the resort. And I knew at some point we were going to have to turn around. And I didn't want that to happen. I knew that at that point, all right, we're halfway, and this is only going to be so much longer. And sure enough, we did. We turned around, and I was a bit disappointed. That was the moment of my life. I was walking on the beach with you that day. And I've always remembered that, but up until recently, I realized that the walk never ended. And we're still walking it today. No longer is it a walk with a girl who I'm just getting to know. No longer is it a walk with a girlfriend or a fiance. But finally, and I mean finally, it is a walk with my wife. I just married the most wonderful woman in the world.
Great speech.